Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. It has been 5 months since I've posted anything, and I'm not proud about that. I'm so disappointed for being so inconsistent, but I've been juggling with a lot. I've been venturing into a lot of things. I'm now selling digital products, AI stock models, I'm having Canva classes, plus my 9 to 5. So it's been a lot, but not to make any excuses. I'm going to try and be a bit more consistent. So I do apologize for that. Now, in today's tutorial, I will be creating this graduation flyer using this stock model that I created in Midjourney, and this will be in this theme of our magazine style. A lot of persons have been requesting this specific style of graduation flyer. And by the time you're watching this will definitely be available. This template will definitely be available for purchase. So let's jump right into it. So the size that I'm using for this tutorial is 1080 by 1080 pixels, and that's the dimension basically of an Instagram square size post. You can change if you decide to purchase this template. Of course, you can resize the dimensions. If you have Canva Pro, you can just do resize or magic switch. But if you don't have Canva Pro, you might have to be a bit more manual with this. So let's jump into the designs. I'm going to add my page, and I want the background to be black. And I'm going to go over to elements, and I'm going to go into my recently used. I use this specific image, and the name of this is Royal Palace Balloon Room, Luxury Elegant Ancient Interior. And I actually searched for Rococo style, and this was one of the many options that presented itself. No, it is a pro element. However, for the template, I'm going to replace this with one of my Midjourney images, something similar to this. So you don't have to worry about saving the template or the design, and there's a Canva watermark. So don't worry about that. Now I'm going to turn the transparency down just a little bit because we will be layering this with different design elements such as text, images, and we want everything to be readable. So I'm going to put this at about a 30 thereabout, like that. Let me just do it manually. And I'm going to select T on my keyboard to start adding some text. Now, the first thing I want to add to my design text-wise is graduate, but I'm going to add a bit of a contrast and spell half of the word in with one font and the next half in a different font. So the font that I'll be using for this specific aspect is made sayonara. I got this font from thefont.com, and I'm going to select the line spacing icon and increase the letter spacing just a bit so the text is readable. So we can work with this for now, and we can increase the size just a little bit more, probably a 204 or something like that. Then I'm going to change the color to this orange, and then I'm going to duplicate it and spell out the rest of the word. Now I'm going to change the color of this to white, and I'm also going to change the font. I'm going to use the Poppins font. This font is available in Canva for free. And for this, I'm going to reduce the size just a little bit and increase or reduce the letter spacing so there are less spaces between each letter. Then I'm going to apply the underline effect to this part of the text. And if you should zoom in, you realize that the underline doesn't extend all the way out to the E. So I'm just going to select space, my space key, to extend that underline. Now I'm going to position this how I want it. So I'm going to just bring this up a little. I want it to be a bit higher than the grad text. So something like that for now. something like that for now can work. Then I'm going to grab my image that I created in Mid Journey. So this is the image that I created in Midjourney, and I'm just going to remove the background of the image quickly. And again, this is a Canva Pro feature. Now, Canva does have a free background remover tool. So I'm just going to show you that real quick. It's not as good as the background eraser tool feature in Canva, but it does get the job done sometimes. So this is what it looks like. So you just go to apps and search for background eraser, and you should see this. And all you have to do is select connect if this is your first time using it. You're going to go to choose a file, and I'm just going to choose the file from my computer and select remove background. And Canva is going to take its sweet little time to remove the background from the image. So it might take a little while. And this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to change the color of the background so you guys can see how well it removes the background, or if it didn't do a good job. Now, this is what the image looks like. And if you can see closely, when compared to this, it actually removed a lot of the chair. So if you look on the one that I use with the Canva background remove feature, we have a lot of the images being saved. But if you don't like how the background eraser tool performs in Canva, you can always use remove.bg. It's 100% free. So now I'm just going to crop off these empty spaces, and I'm going to flip the image horizontally, and I'm going to position it where I want it to be. And I also want it to be on top of the text. I'm going to put it to front like that. And I believe I can increase the size a little bit more like that. Like, like that is fine. And I'm going to adjust the image just a little bit. It's a bit dark, and we already have a lot of dark shades already from the background. So just to add some contrast to the design, I'm going to select the image and go to edit photo, and where you see adjust, I'm going to select it and I'm going to increase the brightness just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, and that is fine. I'm also going to increase the vibrancy of the image a little bit as well, to about a 10, and that's all I'm going to do as it relates to editing the actual image. Now I'm going to add some more text. I'm going to add the name of the person being graduated, or the person being graduating, and I'm going to put it right there. Then I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to write the first name. And for the first name, I'm going to change the setting. I only want the J to be in capital letter, the starting of the name to be in capital letter. And I'm going to change it to a font I got from the font.com. It's called Amalfi Coast. And I'm just going to reduce or increase the line spacing just a little bit, so it's more readable, seeing that this is a script font. And I'm going to position it on top of the Riley, and we can also reduce the size just a little bit so that the J isn't cut off all the way, and this should be fine for now. Then I'm going to duplicate this text. I'm going to remove the underline, and I'm going to type join us for the celebration. And I'm just going to stretch this out so everything is in the one line. And I'm also going to reduce the size. Okay, so join us, oh, join Ood, join us. And I'm going to reduce the letter spacing to 0, seeing that this will be a bit smaller and we want it to be readable. And I'm going to reduce the size some more, reduce it some more. And I'm going to change the style. So I'm going to select it, go to the font box, and I'm going to select the little arrow beside pop-ins, and I'm going to change this to a light, just like that. And I'm going to change the color to the orange color that we already have. Now it's not as visible on the background. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce the background, reduce the transparency of the background some more, just so it's a bit visible. Or we can keep this in bold if we want to, but I'm not feeling it in bold. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to type the date and the time of the graduation, just like that. And I'm going to change the font to the Playfair display font that the Riley is in. And the Playfair display font is available in Canva for free. And I'm going to change the color to white. Now I'm just going to change the P to a common P, lowercase p, and then I'm going to increase the size of the text. So I'm going to increase the size and I'm going to wrap it so it falls under by just selecting this line and pushing it inward. And then I'm going to 2025. Let me change this to 2024. And then we're going to reduce the line spacing a little bit and reduce the letter spacing a little bit as well. And we're going to align this to left. I'm going to bring this up just a little bit more. No, we want the join us text to align with this. So we're going to increase the size just a little bit more, like that. And we can turn the transparency down a little bit on this if you want, like that. Now let's add the name of the university or wherever the person is graduating from. And I'm going to put this in all caps. And I'm going to stretch it out a little, reduce the size, and I'm going to place it right here. Let me just increase the size or zoom in a little bit so I can see what's happening right here. Okay, so we can increase this a little bit more. And we want the name of the university to align with this. Okay, looking good. Now I'm going to duplicate the university text and I'm going to type the year of the graduation, just like that. And I'm going to increase the size a little bit more, and I'm going to wrap the 24 so it falls underneath the 20. And I'm just going to increase the size just a little bit, reduce the line spacing some more, and increase the size just a little bit. And of course, if you want, you can bring this out further, reduce the size of this just a little bit, bring it closer to the grad, just if in case you want to increase the size of the 24 and you want it to be 100% transparent, like that. No, we're almost at the end. Just add a few more design elements. I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to search for blur. And on the graphics, you're going to select this orange blur. It's actually a free element. And I'm going to change the color to black like that. And I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to duplicate it a third time right there. Then I'm going to duplicate the join us text that is in orange. And I'm going to type the location here. And I think I'm going to bold it. So let's zoom in on this section of the design just a little bit so we can see what we are doing. So I'm going to put it right here and I'm going to bold it and I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to write my address, which is Bree Designs. Of course, I'm going to promote my business and I'm going to put link in bio avenue. But of course, when you purchase this template, you're going to use an actual design, an actual address. So let me do that. Then I'm going to change the color to white and I'm going to unbold it and I'm going to use the Playfair display font and I'm just going to reduce the line spacing and reduce the line space also and bring it a bit further over here. And if you want, you can actually increase the size a little bit and reduce the line spacing a little bit for the address like that. Hold on, let me just zoom out a little bit so we can see how we are looking. Okay, so we're not looking bad at all. So the next thing that we're going to do is go to elements and we're going to go on the shapes and we're going to select this square right here and we're going to create a border. So we're going to select the square, we're going to select the border icon, and we're going to select this one to enable the border. And if you want a thicker border, all you have to do is adjust the border width by tugging on the line. So I'm just going to keep it at 4 and I'm going to select the box again, the square, and I'm going to go where the color of the square is highlighted and I'm going to select that. And where you see this checkered background with the diagonal red line, you're going to select that to remove the color from inside of the shape to get that border hollow effect like that. And to change the color of the border, just select it and where you see this border color, select it and change it to the desired color of your choice. Now I'm just going to stretch this over the design and extend it from corner to corner. And then I'm going to position and center it to middle. Then I'm going to just adjust it a little bit. Then I'm going to send it to back and we should have something like this. Now I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to search for barcode. This is pretty optional. You can substitute it for something else that you want to include in your design. And I'm just going to add this right here. And I'm going to rotate it to a 90-degree angle. And I'm going to position it right here and I'm going to ensure it's in the middle like that. And you should have something like this. This was pretty easy and simple, guys. So let me know in the comments if you will be trying this out. Oh, one last thing, we're going to select the image and go to edit photo and we're going to add a drop shadow to this and we're going to adjust the angle and we're going to reduce the distance a little bit like that and you're going to position your image somewhere and we could reduce this a little bit also and it should have something like this, very simple, very cute, very nice. And as I said, guys, this will be available for purchase. All you have to do is click the link in the description below if you are interested. We have now come to the end of this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoy this video, comment below and let me know. If you want to see other designs, comment what other designs I should do next. If you want to keep up with me or stay connected, follow my TikTok. The link will be in the description. Also, the link to everything will be in the description. And until next time, stay safe and stay blessed.